Questions will be in Unit 4, Collaboration and Reviews. Unit Overview. Unit 4 explores the importance of collaboration and the review of engineering work in the Canadian engineering context. Module 1 focuses on collaboration. Module 2 explores reviews. The information in this unit is designed to enable you to adjust more quickly and effectively to the workplace expectations of the engineering profession in Canada. Instructions. Read through the learning materials that form the lessons in each module. It is recommended you take notes as you read, or use your preferred strategies to learn the information. Complete the quiz questions in each section of the lesson. The quizzes are designed to help you memorize and then recall the learning materials. You will need to achieve a score of 100% for a section quiz. If you answer any of the questions incorrectly, you will need to retake the quiz. Please go back and review the section before you attempt to take the quiz again. Complete the self-directed readings at the end of each module. Questions will be included on the final module test based on these readings, so make sure you take the time to go through them and learn the content before taking the final module test. Take the final test at the end of each module. The tests are designed for you to demonstrate the application of what you have learned through the module. You are expected to achieve a score of 80% for a module test in order to demonstrate proficiency with the materials. You will not be allowed to proceed with the course until you pass the test. If you do not get 80%, you will be able to take the test again, but make sure you go back and review the sections where you answered incorrectly. Module 1. Collaboration. Introduction. At the end of this module, you will have a clear understanding of how internationally trained engineers can contribute to the success of an engineering team in the Canadian workplace context. Learning goals. The main learning goals for this module are as follows. 1. Understand the elements of highly effective teams. 2. Be accountable for responsibilities on a team. 3. Think and act with commitment to team progress. 4. Respond effectively to friction on teams. And 5. Work actively towards results and mutual trust on teams. Lessons. Module 1 consists of 6 lessons. Lesson 1. Effective teams. Lesson 2. Developing trust. Lesson 3. Being accountable. Lesson 4. Dealing with conflict. Lesson 5. Giving and receiving feedback. And Lesson 6. Self-directed readings. Lesson 1. Teams. Learning objective.
At the end of this lesson, you'll be able to recognize the key behaviors that contribute to effective teams.
Introduction.
This lesson explores the foundational concepts of working on teams, with special focus on the stages of team development and the principal ways that can build effective teams. The lesson looks at the 5 main dysfunctions of teams. In lessons 2 to 5 that follow, we will refocus the 5 dysfunctions to emphasize the effective behaviors that internationally trained engineers can demonstrate in the workplace.
Opening questions.
Part of an effective learning strategy is to recall what you already know before you begin learning new information. Therefore, before you start the first section of this lesson, take a few minutes to reflect on the following questions. 1. What was the best team you have ever worked on? In your opinion, what factors contributed to the effectiveness of the team? 2. Have you ever worked on a dysfunctional team? What factors contributed to the team's ineffectiveness?
Section 1. Foundational concepts. What is a team? People use the term team or teamwork very loosely. A team isn't just a group of people working together. For example, committees or councils aren't necessarily teams. In addition, teams are not needed when tasks are basic and more routine, do not require work to be coordinated, and do not require different experiences or skill sets. According to John Kazenbach and Douglas Smith, A team is a small number of people with complementary skills who are committed to a common purpose, set of performance goals, and approach for which they hold themselves mutually accountable. Types of teams. Organizations have different types of teams for different reasons. For example, at a senior level, the executive leadership team develops corporate policy and direction. In terms of core business, two types of teams are the most common in workplaces. Self-directed work teams. Work teams usually involve a group of people near or at the front line, authorized to handle a particular ongoing task. Example, manufacturing, development, operations. The phrase self-directed does not mean a manager or leader doesn't exist, but it does mean that the team is accountable for its decisions, rather than from an external person. There tends to be no set completion dates, and similar work is done each day. Incentives may exist so that work teams try to keep improving and optimal procedures are established. Example, production teams. Project teams. Project teams are different in that they are organized around a non-routine task within a specific timeline. When the job is completed, the team separates. Large, long-term projects with numerous members can have a team leader, as well as a full-time project manager. A project team could be a cross-functional one, where it is made up of employees from different disciplines, departments, and functional areas. Benefits of team